Yo, 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 yo. What's up, people? We back. We back. We back. Yeah, I got it. Shape up. Salute to England. You know, they say from in Baltimore, we sound like we from England. I don't see it. I don't see it, but that's what people say. Salute to England, man. Guys in the UK. But y'all, I got a question, y'all. One and only. What happened? Alvin, what it is, LeVar, Robert, what it is. Man, what's up, Chelsea? Man, I gotta get my damn car fixed, man. I'm stranded in Baltimore, man. In the shop now, I don't know. Stranded. I've been stranded for days. But y'all, what happened to Charleston White, man? Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This Charleston White, this is a prime example of money getting to your head. Got to his head, man. Well, I think it's a little bit deeper than that, you know, because I also think that he was planted. You understand? And I also believe that, you know, when you fuck with them people, you know, like literally, like when you side with them people, they're gonna keep close tabs on you, man. And some of the times, you know, them close tabs might include jail time. You understand what I'm saying? Or not jail time, you know, because he's not going to be guilty of anything, but he's going to be arrested a multitude of times. But Charleston White is a person, y'all, and it's crazy that people buy so much into him. When you really look into his history, you realize that Charleston White is 40 plus years old and still back and forth from jail. Like, yo, how does that, like, yo, at 40 plus years old, yo, your jail days should be over. But it ain't over for Charleston White, man. Charleston White been getting booked ever since we known him. Always in Tarrant County. So you know they know him. You know, I'm sure he got real close ties to that police department because he visited them so often. What's up, Benji? Davon, what it is. But Charles White is back locked up again. Back locked up again, y'all. Like I told you, this guy, y'all gotta remember, we is dealing with a 40 plus year old man. And this is the same guy that talked bad about King Von, talked bad about mothers who children, you know, follow the street life or the street codes, or who children can't stay out of trouble. But here it is, you got a grown ass man, yo, older than me by a few years, and he can't stay out of trouble. it is karma. Yeah, it's the Keep It G News morning show. Like, yo, he cannot stay out of trouble, yo. A grown ass man, yo. I couldn't imagine being 40 plus and can't stay out of jail. Like, he's no different than the 21-year old. You feel me? But if you pay attention to how he moves, he acts that way. Like, yo, Gilly the Kid brought up a good point on Club Shay Shay. I think I said it times. But we gotta bring Charleston White into perspective, yo. Charleston White is a guy that probably never had no money. You understand? And I think even with the community activist work, I don't think he was doing that shit with good intentions, yo. Because Charleston White is a clout chaser. He was clout chasing before we known him. He was clout chasing on Facebook. He was clout chasing in the community. So when you see them videos of Charleston White in the community, exactly, yo, like, you too old to be going to jail, man. Like, come on, what the fuck is you doing? You can't control yourself. And this is a guy that some people look to and say, yo, he the realest thing on the internet, or he's saying things that need to be said and people scared to say. But it's like, yo, it's no way that can be true. He can't be the person that people think he is and also can't stay out of trouble. No, he can't be both. You know, I just think people gave that man too much credit, man. People still gives him too much credit, yo. He really just a fucking shitball. You know, can't get right. One of them guys that just can't get right. Like, yo, get yourself together, yo. You catching these dumbass charges. Dumbass charges, man. Animal cruelty for spraying a cat with mace at 40 plus. But like I said, if you go back into his history and you look at them interrogation videos, or not interrogation, but the videos where he been questioned, or them old videos, you see that, yo, this is the same guy. But this was supposed to be when he was doing community activist work. I don't think he was ever organic. I don't think he ever cared about community. It was always him trying to bring attention to himself. But when you bring attention to yourself, and I said this before in one of my previous videos, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but you might get the attention of the wrong people. You know what I mean? You might get the attentions of the wrong people. And I think that's what Charleston White is dealing with. He brought so much attention to himself. Now everybody's watching. And he's flawed. Flawed as a motherfucker. Like, I just couldn't imagine being 40 plus and can't stay out of jail. You feel me? Something is off about him. For real? I bet it is. I bet it is. Something off about him. His whole storyline is suspect. If you really know his storyline, this guy said that he was in and out of the crazy home, you know, because of the things that he was doing into the community. So let's take it back to the community. He presented himself like a community activist, only to find out years later that the community looked at him as a coon. You understand? The community looked at this man as a coon. Hey, y'all, to be called a coon in the black community by black people, yo, that says a lot about your character, yo. We don't throw that word around loosely. You understand? Yo, just think about that. Think of how many people you actually called a coon in your lifetime. Like people that you actually know. Man, no, we don't. I might call him a clown. I might have called him a goofy. But a coon? Yo, that is a very strong word, yo. If somebody calls a person a coon, it's a good chance that that's what you are. You feel me? Straight up, because I don't see us throwing that word around. Not loosely like that. No. That word is reserved for people who it applies to. And that's what he was. And you don't typically call a community activist a coon. You understand? A community, yo, how many community, let's take it back. How many community activists have you called a coon? Now, we call Al Sharpton a coon. We might call Jesse Jackson a coon because they have shown us coonery. But the neighborhood community activists, yo, you do not typically call those guys coons because a lot of those people are doing it with good intentions. You get called a coon when people think, yo, you ain't really, or, you know, you ain't really doing this for the right reasons. You know, we got to question why you really doing this. And when you look at his history, it shows that, yo, Charleston White was always a clout chaser. Always a clout chaser. When he was going up to the Senate and having them talks with the Congress or the what you want to call them people, the chairman, or, you know, the people of the community, and he was making that big fuss, yo, he was only doing that to bring attention to himself. And I think his community recognized that. That's why he got called the coon. He got arrested for aggravated assault, 2 counts. And these are hefty charges. Like, how many aggravated assaults is he gonna get before he go to prison? But like I told y'all, that's how you know he working or he dealing with some people on some level, because he catches these major charges and he never in Texas, yeah, in Torrance, Texas. He catches these major charges and never do a day in prison. Charleston White got more mugshots than me. He's definitely an informant. He got more mugshots than me, and I didn't live the whole life of criminality. You understand? From the age of 15 all the way up until shit 30 something. You feel me? And he got more mugshots than me. But this is a guy that says he's a civilian. This is a guy that will put you in jail. He has put people in jail. I know, man, that's your bad. That's why I said Uncle Charlie. He has put people in jail, contrary to what people want to believe. And it's just crazy, yo, that at 40 something, like Charles White is 46, 45, maybe 47. It's just a shame that, yo, at that age, you can't get it right. I ain't from no gang. I ain't never claimed no gang. You don't have to be in a gang to be in the have been in the streets. Oh my God, let me send Art on his way, cause he on some old goofy shit. Send you on your way, Art. Get your mind right, pimping. But yeah, it's fucked up, yo. But ultimately, I want to say Clout got to him, but Charleston White been chasing Clout for a long time. For a long time. And my honest opinion is that through all those arrests, you know, because Charleston White got a laundry list of arrests. You know, he got a laundry list of arrests. I think somewhere along the line they flipped him. Because like I said, when you look at his story, the man said that he went from, it was an issue where he said one of the police officers need to be arrested or need to be something killed or something like that. They put the man in the crazy house. Once he got out the crazy house, they sent him to California. They sent him to California. In California, he happens to run across Melvin Farmer and Atula, whatever the other guy name is. Like, yo, how does that happen? Then he ends up at Nipsey Hussle's funeral. Next thing you know, he's this big internet sensation that's going on comedy shows and go on every platform. It's like, yo, then you find out, if you watch the Tasha K interview, you find out that early on, when he still had the braids, some people reached out to him that ultimately was scammers, but they reached out to him and told him that he need to go to what they call that shit, not acting school, social media training. Social media training. I don't know how many people had social media training, but I didn't. Like, I don't even know I didn't know they had a course for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they sends the man the social media training, and now he's everywhere. Then you take it back to the beginning and how he came up. He came up disrespecting everybody, disrespecting rap music, disrespecting King Von, disrespecting this and the dead, which is out of line. But only to then turn around and be the same person who he act like he despised. Like, yo, the man is a walking hypocrite. He walking hypocrite. Then he said that he was the reflection. I'm the reflection of the black community. Yo, y'all remember we did a live, and Ray, I think you was on that live. We did that live, and we it was about COINTELPRO and one of the guys that helped take down the Black Panthers. And that's what he said. He said that. They was like, yo, how did you infiltrate all of these organizations? And he said something about being a reflection. You know, I was just a reflection of what they were showing me. I say, yo, wow, yo, what's the odds of a federal informant, a known federal informant, and Charleston White using the same language? Like, that was a little strange to me. I ain't never heard that before. I'm just a reflection of what the community is. So if the community is being shown, and this is not even what the community is, this is just what's being shown. You know, I had a conversation with a white guy on live the other day, and he was talking about black people and how we glorify this and glorify that. I say, yo, we're the only community where our ills, the ills of the community is exploited. It's exploited. But Charles White never explains that. You understand? He never says that. He talking about he's a reflection. You're not a reflection of the black community. You're a reflection of what's being exploited in the black community. Because if we was to go to every community, the Asian, the white, the Hispanic, and highlight, you understand? You gotta highlight the ugly, highlight the negative. Yo, everybody would be painted in a bad light. Everybody. You said what? Hell no. What you mean? A real. He always talk about this. He always talk about disrespecting rappers, but then he taking pictures with Finesse 2 times. He linking up with Rilo. He looking. What you mean? That man is in the industry. He done got all the way up to Floyd Mayweather. All right, but y'all got to end this live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I gotta see what's going on with this car. It's another day. Keep it news. We'll talk more about it 11 o'clock Eastern time live, and I'm out.